Yo, what is up, y'all? It's your boy MG Plays, and today we are here with the one and only FRANLYN, or as you know, Deranged Beast. Alright, so this man, he got so many funny stories. Like, man, I'm dying. I literally gotta mute my mic when he telling these stories. Like, I'm dying, bro. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and take over this. Alright, FRANLYN, tell your stories, bro. Tell your stories.
So the first one started with the car. So like any random kid in the car, I was sitting there looking out the window. I'm daydreaming and stuff. And so I happened to look at the keyhole in the car. So I'm looking at it for a little while. I'm thinking to myself, wow. And then I remembered to myself, hot wiring. And so I took a pen. I looked at the keyhole and I was like, I know what to do. So I put it in there and I was pretending like I was hot wiring the thing. Next thing I knew, click, broke right off into the thing. So I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the pen. And I'm just thinking to myself, yo, this can't be happening right now, because I know where this is gonna go. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh nah. And so I see my mom coming, and it's like, oh my god, I'm waiting there. And so I'm looking out the window. I dropped the pen and everything. I'm looking out the window. I'm acting like nothing's going on. She comes into the car. She puts the key in there. It won't start. So I'm just looking at her. I'm just looking at her. And so she's trying to start the car. She goes, what the? And she looking at me, and she's like, you only do that when you did something stupid. What you doing? And I go, nah, I ain't doing nothing. And so she was like, you better not be lying. And I said, all right. So what happened was, I tried to hotwire the car, and I was gonna do some something on it. So I started hotwiring, and she said, you stupid. And she slapped me on my hat and said, you stupid. You trying to hotwire? You better not. Man, don't touch anything. And then she was just hitting me, and I was like, oh, okay. I get it. And she was just going, she was wailing on me. I just remember that after that day, to this day, I still remember that. And so whenever I get into a car, I try my best to not put my hands anywhere near the wheel, anything. I don't mess around with any of that no more. After that day, man, she tore me up, man. She taught me not to touch anything by the wheel, bro. I ain't playing that no more. The second one, so I found $10 on the floor in my house. I'm thinking, oh snap, just made some money, some loose change. Now my stupid self, I'm not questioning why there's $10 on the floor. So I take it, I go out, I go to the store, I buy me some things, I'm enjoying myself. It's a nice day, right? I get a phone call like 10 minutes after I left. Here we go, I know, cause it's mom. I'm listening, I'm talking to her. I'm like, yeah, hello? Literally, she asked me, she said, have you seen $10? Now, genuinely, I say no, because I really thought this is the $10 I found. Like, I didn't know this is the same $10 she's talking about. And so, my stupid self, I'm like, nah. And she hates it when I lie. And so, basically, I'm sitting there looking dumb, because she pretty much knows I took it. But she thinks I'm lying, but I'm generally just think that this is my $10. And so, literally, she says, I'm on my way to handle that. You don't have to worry about that, FRANLYN. And I remember just remembering like the sound of her saying these fateful words, I'm on my way. I've never felt such, like, it was so horrible. Can you imagine having to stay there knowing you're about to get beat? It's the worst feeling you could ever feel in your life. And so I'm staying there, I'm like, oh. So I get off the phone, I'm waiting now. And so I see her pull up, she gets out the car, and she started making her way. I go, Ma, there's no need for that, there's no need for that. Shh, man, I try to dip. She took off her shoe, threw it right at me, caught me, and just started beating me, wailing. It was bad. It was real bad. It was not good. After that day, bro. And anytime I find some loose change, I look at it and I truly think to myself, remember last time you picked up some loose change? Every time I pick up something now off the ground, that's money. She taught me that.
That's funny, but what about that last one? You gotta know. Let me hear that, bro. Let me
the church one. So the church one, I did something that made her so mad, right? That she didn't even speak, like, cause she does that. So I was looking at her. When she stops talking, that's how I know she's seriously mad. Like, she really off the edge. And so I'm looking at her. I'm like, yo, Ma, you alright? Let me get you something or something? And so, literally, I heard her. And she was like, nah. She said, you wanna be bad? You wanna be bad? I was like, nah. And she, yo, when I tell you she was mad, she said when we get home, she gonna make me feel the fire. Like, she said she gonna really make me see light, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like looking at her. I remember as we was walking home, I was thinking to myself, oh my God. And so immediately we got home, she walked right past me, and she got that weapon of, she got the belt. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, nah. And so she starts making her way to the belt. And I'm thinking to myself, yo, I need to run. So I run and I hide. I'm waiting. She comes, right? She knows exactly where I am. She pulls me, drags me along, and she taught me my grateful lesson, man. I'm on the ground. I'm like, no. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah. After that day, man, I try not to do stupid stuff as much, Like, that day taught me that, I need to sometimes, limit the stupid stuff I do and try to be, a better person, because this is the thing that might happen. And so, yeah, ever since that day, to myself, I just been like, from now on, when you feel the urge to do something stupid, try your best to ignore it. And it'd be hard sometimes, bro. It's like, people thinking it's easy not to do something stupid sometimes. But for some people, it really be hard. Like, and some people don't understand this, but it really be hard sometimes. And, it's just crazy.
Alright, is that it? Is there anything else you're trying to say?
I mean, that's just my story, man. Like, it was horrible, but it taught me lessons that I never forget. And I have nobody but to thank for her for that.
Alright, so that's that one. Let me stop recording.